In 1815, a knockout artist by the name of Jack Randall, the nonpareil, burst onto the boxing scene in England. Up until Jack Randall came along, the lead straight was the main punch employed by most fighters, and it was their number one punch. But what Jack Randall did was he invented the 1-2, where he would follow that lead straight immediately with the rear straight. Let's have a look at it. Now the 1-2 was such a game changer because Jack Randall won all 17 of his fights by way of knockout using that punch. So everybody started to use the 1-2. But then in the 1840s, another fighter rose to prominence called Tom Sayers, the Brighton boy. And he was the last great bare-knuckle champion in England. And he did this punch called the auctioneer, where he would time it differently. So that as soon as that lead went in, he'd immediately throw the rear straight. Let's have a look at that. It's a half beat difference. So first we've got the 1-2, classic. Jack Randall's 1-2. And then we've got Tom Sayers' auctioneer, which is a much shorter lead, but he was really concerned with throwing through that rear. So he used the lead as a kind of distraction for throwing through that rear straight. So let's look at them both again, side by side. So first of all, classic 1-2. And now the auctioneer. So it's a little bit different from modern boxing. Of course, first of all, we've got this vertical alignment of the hands. But also, when he really throws that in, it is again that bottom three knuckle landing, but he threw a lot of power, Jack Randall. And when Tom Sayers did it, he wasn't so concerned with the power, more about getting in those punches into the face. 1-2, auctioneer. One more time. So there you have it. Classic 1-2 punch versus Tom Sayers' auctioneer.